What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jayok here, and welcome to another video for Season 2 of our Custom League. Today, we're getting an action between April 29th and May 4th. I don't know, I was about to say another April. Whoopsies! But this is like what we'll consider the playoff stretch, because the very next video, well, two videos, are the regular season finale, so we'll get into that later. But we have picked out games for each of these days, and we'll start it out April 29th. We will be showing, first off, the LA Palms on the road in Arizona taking on the Blaze. That should be a pretty good one. And then the other one we will see is the Minneapolis Blizzard on the road in Las Vegas taking on the Dealers, so that should be pretty good action. April 30th, we only have one game, so we'll show the Pittsburgh Union on the road in New Orleans taking on the Bounce. For May 1st, we picked out two more games, and it starts out with Alaska on the road in Toronto taking on the Dragons, so that should be a pretty good one. And then the other one down here towards the bottom, the Indiana Roosters led by Jokic going to Richmond to take on LeBron and the Generals, so that should be a good one also. May 2nd, only one game on schedule, so we'll see Portland on the road in Mississippi taking on Kawhi Leonard and the Mastadons. Should be a pretty good one there. For May 3rd, we only got one game, and it's going to be the the Idaho Irish on the road in New York taking on the defending champion New York Eclipse. And that's the only one I got on for that one. And then May 4th, not really good action, but we've already seen Portland, so we'll just look at these other two games. We'll see Atlanta, new look Atlanta Crows with Damian Lillard on the team now. They're in New Jersey taking on the Atlantics. And then we'll look at the Nevada Silver Rush on the road in Utah taking on the Range. I wanted just to see Utah's jerseys on that court that they have. I'm excited to see that one. So that's all we got, and then after that we'll sim up to June 2nd, where we'll have action of regular season finale. Should be pretty good videos to wrap up season 2's regular season. Here's the updated standings. We'll look at it through the playoff picture. Out east, New York Eclipse 1, Cincinnati 2, Arizona 3, Indiana 4, Pittsburgh 5, Toronto 6, Mississippi 7, and Cleveland 8. On the outside looking in, DC, Atlanta, New Jersey, Montreal, Vancouver, New York Lions, Jacksonville, Louisville, Miami, and Virginia Beach, who might be on pace to be worse than the Seattle Sea Lions were last year. That's rough. I didn't think anybody could be worse than that. Out west, St. Louis 1, LA Knights 2, LA Palms 3, Las Vegas 4, Indianapolis 5, Idaho 6, Richmond 7, Alaska 8. On the outside we got Minneapolis, OKC, Kansas City, Portland, New Orleans, Nevada, Utah, Dallas, Houston, and Dakota. So the bottom 5 teams right there on the verge of being relocated. Over here in the east, the bottom 5 are right here, but New York's not eligible. So it might be Vancouver, depending on where they would match up out west. And out west, they would be getting relocated with a win percentage like 37%. So yeah, that's enough talking about this video. We don't have any big injuries to talk about going into this video either. So you saw the standings update. Now let's get into some action today, starting out with the LA Palms at the Arizona Blaze here on April 29th. Let's get it, man. Well, the first game of this video ends with a blowout road victory by the LA Palms, 80-63 against the Arizona Blaze. Arizona led by Dante DiVincenzo, 16 points. Gordon Hayward had 12 points to help out. Then the production went down. A lot of bad shooting numbers down here for the Blaze. Steven Adams 8-13. That was a pretty good game for him. For the Palms, Jason Tatum leading the way with 27 points, 8 rebounds. Andrew Wiggins helped out with 17. Markelle had 8 points. I mean that was enough really to win the game. Everybody that scored for them had at least 2 points. Not everybody played and scored. Is that Draymond? Draymond didn't even have anything except 3 steals and 1 shot attempt. That's normal Draymond Green numbers. I love Draymond, dude. I love Draymond, though. I respect him so much. He's like one of the most underrated players in the league, in my opinion. Like, if he played in the 90s with, like, Dennis Rodman, oh, he would be perfect for that. But that's the first game of the episode. Let's move on to the second game on this day, April 29th, which is the Minnesota... Why do I keep saying Minnesota? Minneapolis Blizzard on the road in Las Vegas taking on the Dealers. So let's get into it. Good team win right here by the Las Vegas Dealers, winning on their home court 85-77. Kyrie leading the way, 33 points, and you heard him at the free throw line getting those MVP chants at the end of the game. Great game for Kyrie in this one as they came back and won this game, trailing in the fourth quarter, and outscored Minneapolis by 9 to win the game by 7. Zion had 15 to help out. I think he should be in contention for Rookie of the Year, honestly. He's having a great year. George Hill, 12 points off the bench. That's really good. Clint Capella doesn't score, but has 15 big-time rebounds. Good game for him. Whiteside doesn't score, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks. A good game for them. Jalen Green leading the way for the Blizzard. Look at that, 28 points for him. He shot the ball a bunch. Is he going to end up being the #1 shooting option on that team? Devontae Graham off the bench with 11 points, helping out. Kuminga had 8 points. Our boy Zay Phil, 7 points. Didn't shoot the ball too well. Wendell Carter, 7 and 11. Is that Miles or Mikal? Mikal Bridges. Okay. But that ends April 29th action. So now we'll come over here to April 30th to watch Pittsburgh and New Orleans. New Orleans blows out Pittsburgh at home 87-58 to win this one. Kimbo leading the way for New Orleans with 22. Lonnie Walker had 17. Paul George 11 points, didn't shoot the ball well. Brandon Clark had 10 and 10. DeAndre Jordan didn't score but had 17 rebounds, 4 blocks, 2 steals. Really great game for him. On the other side, Kobe White leading the way with 17. His shooting numbers weren't that well, besides from the three-point line and free throw line. Gilgeous-Alexander, 13 points. Malik Monk had 10 points. Our boy JD only had 4, 7, and 4. Yeah, that was a rough one for Pittsburgh. Just couldn't get any defensive stops against this New Orleans team. So now we'll head to May 1st. We got Alaska at Toronto up. So let's see what happens. Alaska with a fourth quarter comeback, outscoring the Dragons by 10 to get a 7-point win, 69-62. Steph Curry leading the way, 16 points for the Dragons. Chris Middleton at 11 points. He shot the ball poorly in that one. Yvonne Rabb had 10 and 6. Good game for him. Terrence Davis 7.8. The shoot numbers kind of rough for the Dragons right there. For the Explorers, Buddy Hield leading the way with 18 points. Jamal Murray had 14. Scotty Barnes with 11. Noah Vonleh had 10 and 15. Good game for him. Musa had 9 points. So they almost had 5 players in double figures, and compared to 3 for the Dragons. So yeah, usually when you got players like that scoring near or at double figures, you're usually going to win the game. So good game for the Explorers in this one. So the second game we have for May 1st is now Indiana at Richmond. So let's see what happens. You know what? I honestly don't even know if I've, like, even dating back to season won. I don't even know if I've ever seen Richmond win a gameplay while we were watching. 88-81 road victory for the Roosters in this one. LeBron 23 points leading the way for Richmond. Jaden Springer had 15. Jalen Smith had 14. Then it just drops down. Ish Smith 8. Tobias Harris 8. Cole Anthony 7. I said Cole. Carmelo. My bad. Whoops. Then you come over here and then you got Levert with 23 for the Roosters. Jokic 21 and 13. Dragic had 12. Markkanen had 9. Yeah. When you got two players score 20 plus, you're going to win the game. And then everybody else scored. Everybody that played for the Roosters scored and shot pretty good. Like, their shooting numbers are great. I mean, Richmond didn't shoot too poorly, but Indiana hit more shots when they needed it. So, Levert and Jokic combined for 44 to help give the Roosters the road win. So that brings us now to May 2nd, where we only have one game. Portland at Mississippi. Let's get it. Mississippi handles business on their home court with a 10-point fourth quarter to win the game, 70-57, a 13-point win for the Mastadons. Kawhi 17 points leading the way. That Julius Randle with 15 and 14. Duncan Robinson 9 points. Killian Hayes struggled from the floor. Pretty good numbers though for the Pioneers. Devin Booker led the way with 19 points. Chris Paul had 10 points, and then it just a big drop off. 6-6, 4-3-3, 2-2-2. Yeah, these shooting numbers are very bad compared to Mississippi's. I mean, there's still pretty few bad ones like Killian Hayes 2 of 11, but yeah, 106, 106, 1 of 8, like that's just a struggle right there. So good road win, or I say road win, wow, home win for Mississippi. That brings us now to May 3rd, a pretty intriguing matchup, I'd say, as the defending champion New York Eclipse will be hosting the Idaho Irish. So let's get into it. Impressive road win by the Idaho Irish, a 63-51 victory against the defending champs. And nobody scored double figures for this team. Giannis, 8 points. Wow. 17 rebounds, but still, nobody scored double figures. Moses Moody led the way with 9 points. Bogdanovich also had 9 points. Wow. Nobody scored double figures. Oh my God, Elfrid Payton. Oh, okay. Yep, that's going to lose you a game when 4 players. Oh, these. 19 for Cade. Cat had 12. AD had 10 and 14. Zaire had 10. Lonzo had 7. And then just 5 other points. Ooh. This was like a very defensive game if you couldn't tell. My God. 2 of 21? Jeez. Alright, that brings us to May 4th, the last day of action for this video. And we have, first up, Atlanta at New Jersey. So let's get into it. A back and forth fourth quarter comes to an end with Atlanta getting the final knockout punch right there. Oladipo couldn't hit the game winner. And New Jersey loses on their home court 86-87 to the visiting Pros. Oladipo 17 points leading the way. Siakam had 16. Harry Giles had 12. Alonzo Trier had 12. Everybody that scored had 6 plus, so that's good for New Jersey. Atlanta, led by Dame Times, 23. Klay Thompson had 15. Daniel House with 12. Valanciunas with 12, 9 and 6. Bobo. Yeah, Bobo's playing. Let's go. Rene Gomez, 7 and 6. That's a scary backcourt. Klay's doing it again, guys. Klay used to play with Steph in the NBA. Now he's playing with Damian in our custom league. Like, man, he always gets stuck with like an elite point guard. I love that. I love that for Klay. That brings us to the final game of the video, which is Nevada. Why I say Nevada like that? Nevada, the Silver Rush on the road in Utah taking on the Range. I only put this game because I wanted to hope. I'm hoping we get gameplay because I want to see the jerseys and the court of Utah. I just want to see it one time. So, please let us get some gameplay. I'm so happy we got some gameplay. It went to overtime. First time we've seen an overtime game probably for this season, but we got some gameplay. I wanted to see the court in the jersey. Utah wins by 484-80. Donovan leading away 35 points. Kevin Porter had 16. PJ Washington with 10. Jalen Suggs had 8, 7, and 6. Good game for him. Clarkson didn't shoot the ball well. 35 points by Mitchell's going to win you the game. Colin Sexton had 24 to lead the way for Nevada. Who's this? Josh Richardson. He gets traded and goes to Nevada, and he drops 21 in this one. Josh Little had 10 points off the bench. He's up for 6th man of the year. I know that. D Rose, 6 points off the bench. I'm just so happy we got to see the court. That's my biggest thing. So now we're going to sim up to June 2nd. We're going to update the standings and preview the final 2 videos of the regular season. So let's get into it. Alright, we have now simulated up to June 2nd. Let's go ahead and take a look at our standings and see if the playoff picture is set. In the West, it's set besides seeding. So this year's playoffs, we will see St. Louis. They're currently the 1 seed. If they win one of these 2 games, they need a win or a LA Knights loss to clinch the 1 seed. LA Palms have clinched the 3 seed. We got Indianapolis and Idaho and Las Vegas potentially up for a 4, 5, or 6 seed. Minneapolis could be a 6 or a 7, Alaska or 8, depending on what Alaska does if they win. So Richmond goes 36-33 and will miss out west, but will be relocated back to the east next year. Same thing with Indianapolis, but they made it. They miss out. OKC misses out after making it last year. Utah misses out. Kansas City misses out again. Nevada misses out. Who's the bottom 5 over here? Houston, Dakota, Dallas, Portland, and New Orleans. Well, it depends on how Vancouver is out east. Let's see the east. For the 2nd straight year, the East will have to go through the New York Eclipse. They get the 1 seed. Cincinnati, Toronto, Indianapolis. These 3 are either going to be 2, 3, or 4. Pittsburgh looking at 5 right now. Could be, wow. We're going to have a battle for these next 7 seeds. Like New Orleans, or New Jersey. New York! Jesus Christ. New York's just over here like, yeah. You guys have fun figuring it out. Arizona gets in. They'll be relocated back to the west next year. I didn't see Vancouver, so who missed out? DC misses out this year after being a 2 seed. Atlanta misses out after getting to the 2nd round last year. New Jersey didn't make it. Montreal with a 3 seed last year misses out this year. Louisville got to the 2nd round last year, misses out. Jacksonville misses out. There's Vancouver. Ooh, that winning percentage might get them relocated out west. Like I said, since they missed the playoffs, I'm just going to put their standings, or compare their standings to the west at the end of the year to see if they get relocated or not. New York Lions are down here. Oh my God! We thought Seattle was bad last year. They won like 24 games or something like that. Oh my God, 13-56? Yeah, you guys definitely are getting relocated. My God. Jesus. Well, the playoffs teams are set. We just don't have this, what's that called? Seeding's all set besides New York. They already know they're the 1 seed. Wow. Giannis leading the way in points, 24.4. Devin Booker, Tatum, Luka, and Dame in the top 5. Rebounds, Capella, Giannis, Wendell, Embiid, and Jokic. Assists, Ja, Killian Hayes, Steph, Ben Simmons, and Elfrid Payton. We got Kawhi, Ben Simmons, Justin Jackson. Oh my boy. Killian Hayes and DiVincenzo in steals, blocks, Rokas, Embiid, AD, Evan Mobley, and Porzingis. Field goal percentage still with Zion at 65%. 3-point percentage, Chris Middleton at 47. Ow, I just bit my tongue. 47%. And free throw percentage goes to Bojan at 50. Wow, 50. Wow, 95%. Rookies. Let's look at the rookies. Cade leading the way in points. We got Zion, Jay, and Zay all in the top 5. Rebound, JD leading the way. Assists, Jalen Suggs leading the way. Jay and Josh are also in the top 5. Steals, Jalen's leading the way. Blocks, Roki's leading the way. There's JD in the top 5. Yeah, can't really look at all of that. And let's get into it. The finalists for the awards. MVP, we have oh my God, he's going back to back with it. Giannis, Jokic, Zion, Bam, and LeBron are the top 5 for MVP. Rookie of the Year, Cade, Rokas, Evan, Jalen, and Greg all in the top 5 there. 6-man Trey, Justin Jackson, Rokas, Evan Mobley, and Josh Little. Defensive player, Giannis, Jonathan Isaac, AD, Kawhi, and Ben Simmons. And most improved, we got Me Too, we got Okongwu, Fultz, Anunoby, and Tyrese Halliburton. So the award show is going to be the video after the second part of the season finale, which will be next video. That's it. Yeah, 4 days. What? It was 4 days? Oh, what? Okay. I ain't noticed the June 4th. Whoops. Okay, well, we'll kind of throw in June 4th with June 3rd now. But for part 1, we'll see Idaho, Miami. We'll see Richmond at Cincinnati. That's got seeding for Cincinnati on the line. New York is going to go to Las Vegas. That's going to be a good tune-up game for the playoffs. New Jersey at Dallas. We got Cleveland at Utah. We got Pittsburgh going to St. Louis. St. Louis looking to wrap up that 1 seed. We got Arizona, Mississippi, Portland, New York Lions, Dakota, Louisville, New Orleans, and Jacksonville. We got Toronto and Indianapolis. LA Knights at Houston. And then Atlanta and OKC. That'll be in part 1. Then part 2, we'll have Louisville, Virginia Beach, New Jersey, Minneapolis, Alaska, Arizona, Atlanta, Cleveland, New Orleans, Toronto, New York Eclipse at LA Palms. Dang, they got some good tune-up games for the playoffs. We got Montreal at LA Knights, Pittsburgh at Dakota, we got Dallas at Nevada, Miami at Vancouver, Indiana at Idaho, Indianapolis at Portland, DC at Kansas City, and then we'll also include June 4th with that one, being Cincinnati at St. Louis, Utah at Jacksonville, DC at Mississippi, New York Lions at OKC, and Las Vegas at Houston is our final game of the season. Hope you guys are going to be excited for part 2. As always, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss the upload. And with that being said, I will catch you guys on the next one.
It takes time. I'm just trying to be the greatest.